Statistics are indicating that women are pickier than they've ever been before. My name is Dr. Richard Wadsworth, and I'm a psychiatrist. And today I'm going to be talking about attraction and how it differs between men and women. So, some recent statistics are showing that women uh, are much more selective than men are. And when it comes straight down to looks, a woman is likely only going to be attracted to about the top 4% of men, in the sense that they would be interested in having intimate relations with them just purely based on the way that they look. Conversely, men would be interested in having intimate relationships with about 60% of women just based on the way that they look. So what this means is men have a much harder time than women do. But a lot of this has to do with confusion over what women find attractive. So yes, women are attracted to the sixes, 6 foot tall, six figures, and a six pack. That's what a lot of women are requesting, demanding, wanting. And so the very, very small proportion of men who have these qualities are getting a lot of women interested in them. But a lot of men think that women are primarily interested in looks, and this actually is just not the case. Yes, women do have a standard of how they'd like a guy to look, and they're going to be as picky as they can be. However, that's not the main thing. And I see a lot of these guys out there, they're trying to get pec implants, they're trying to get calf implants, they want to get like facial surgery and all these things because they think that they can change these things about them and that women will be attracted to them. Um, this is just not the way that women work. I know this is the way that men work. And a lot of times men think, well, if I work this way, then women must work this way too. But this is not the case. So let's talk about what women find attractive. Um, Initially, and then later on we'll talk about that as well. So initially, the first thing they see, of course, is going to be the first thing to determine whether or not they're attracted to you. um, what do you look like? Do you have a handsome face? Are you tall? Are you strong? Those are going to be the initial things. And usually there's kind of there's a barrier here. If you look really, really bad, um, you know, so these the opposite of the things I described, it may be too much of a barrier to overcome. But if you can break through that barrier, you're pretty much through it. So there's kind of a standard there. And breaking through that barrier is drawing them into the next thing. So this is going to be things like how confident you are, your social status, um, how much money you have, um, how much money you earn, what your position is in the community, what your career is, these kinds of things. And these things are actually, I mean, I'd say they're more important, but they can often outweigh not being over 6 foot tall, having a six pack and that sort of thing. So even if you don't have a six pack and you're not over 6 feet tall and you're not super handsome, if you're good enough and you have some of these other qualities, that can absolutely be enough to be attractive to a woman. So if you were to go around and ask women, what about, plastic surgery on your face or muscle implants, these kinds of things, and really it's not going to make the difference. In fact, that would be unattractive for a lot of women. So hopefully this advice is helpful. Give any comments if you guys have any ideas on this, and women, if you have anything to add to this, please feel free to do so. Now, the whole game changes after you get married, after you become a couple, when the two of you are together. And this initial attraction game turns into something completely different. And I have advice and help on that in my marriage courses. I'll cover that in following lectures. Thank you. Bye.